After all of this, like, I think it's definitely taught me that I need to just live more and chill more. And I never thought going out would have been taken away from me, and it's something that I took advantage of, and I don't care. So do I look at the camera or I look at you?
You look at me.
Okay. Who's AJ? But can I trust you? I don't know. It's not MTL low-key.
That's LOWKEY MTL.
What's up, Montreal? I'm Lara, and you're watching LOWKEY MTL.
Yeah, so I know that you're a freelancer, but do you have your own like social media marketing company? Is it like under like a company? Do you have a name for it?
Yeah. So I have my own like agency that I just started, and it picked up faster than I thought. So I'm still behind on like making a website and that sort of thing. So if anyone out there wants to help me make a website, it's definitely picked up faster than I can keep up with.
Are you referring to the pandemic, like during the COVID?
No, not necessarily to the pandemic, but a lot of people actually are moving online now more than ever. Like everyone's going online; they have no choice. If you're gonna, you can't sell things in a standard way anymore. You have to move online. So people are reaching out to agencies or people like me who do freelance work to help them build their business.
And what's the best way, like, you think, because they're reaching out to you, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Are you ever going out and finding clients?
I have in the past, like companies that I'm super passionate about. There was an equestrian company, and I was like, they need help, and I want to help them, and they took me on, and I've been with them now for a couple of years, and I love it. But a lot of the times people are coming to me or word of mouth, which is awesome. Like, I can't complain.
Word of mouth is sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask, like, what do you like recommend in Montreal as like a freelance marketer? I guess that's what you are. So what do you recommend for that, like, to go out and get clients if you don't have word of mouth yet?
So if you don't have word of mouth, trying to build your own like online presence yourself and your personal social media channels, because then people get to know you that way. I feel like if you can sell yourself, you can sell your business, because if people trust you through your social media platforms, they can trust that you'll help them and help them grow, and they can count on you. So
the social media platform, would be more personality based versus but what if you're a graphic designer? Do you think you should still put personality in there?
Absolutely.
Okay, so not just your work?
Yeah, I think people need to sell themselves. I think a lot of people, it's easy to hide behind social media, and
like how I hide behind the camera.
Exactly. Who's AJ?
Nobody knows.
I like that. Keep it secret.
Yeah.
But you're still selling yourself right now by, holding a conversation with me, and people can get to know your vibe,
Exactly.
Whether you're chill or whatever. So I think it's super important. You got to sell yourself.
Yeah, because at first when I was making a social media, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like just show my work or just show my personality. But it's true, like the more personality you show, like it's like if you're gonna hire somebody, you rather hire somebody you want to work with versus like someone who's good at doing what they do, but you can't like communicate with them, right?
I often live by the saying, people don't hire people they like, they hire people that they can trust.
True.
Like I may like you, but can I trust you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course I can trust you because we've worked together before.
You know how I'm gonna edit this? I'll make you look bad. No.
But like when I met you, like I instantly got this vibe of you're like a cool dude, and like.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was picnic, and it was like such a chill vibe. I actually miss it so much.
Dude, don't even. I watch old videos, and I'm like, oh, my heart.
Yeah, I was going through my Snapchat memories, and I was like, this is a year ago. This is 2 years ago. Oh my god.
Do you think we're gonna have a picnic this year?
No. Oh, people want Eagle Fest to happen this year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But didn't you get that email of like, oh, get your hopes up? But I feel like they could probably make it happen by limiting it. In the States, they're like still running shows. They just figured out like things with like rapid testing, and like, we could do that. It's just nobody's actually going through the troubles of like
that's true
doing that stuff.
I mean, I don't know what the rapid testing situation is
It's
here
basically,
right
you know,
now.
when we go to COVID testing centers, have you done it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is bad. But like, I've done it too, and you know how you get the results the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically that. We're only getting it the next day because so many people are getting tested.
Yeah.
But it's basically like a rapid testing kit that you could just have everybody test and then wait in a waiting room, and then if they're good to go, they just go in.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's like a 15-minute test.
Yeah, and it solves the problem. But then they say like, oh, it could be a false positive, and like it could be carrier. So like, and I feel like the government here doesn't allow that. Like there's probably so many rules around it, and nobody really knows what they're talking about. So I don't think anyone wants to spend the money to like invest in that when they can't run a show or anything.
Yeah. But they make money by running these shows.
I know,
like,
especially Montreal. Like,
yeah, they depend on this, I think.
Right.
Like, we're a huge hub for all these big shows.
Yeah, we missed the Formula One thing this year, so like...
Yeah, that probably took them out.
Yeah.
Financially a bit, you know.
Yeah, but I heard some venues like New City Gas, the owners were also like, they had property and they had also like other investments, and they were able to like keep everything afloat.
Okay.
So they're good, like they're not worried at all.
Yeah.
But there are some restaurants that are like only restaurants, and then they had to shut down a bunch of places.
Oh, it breaks my heart. Seriously? Like,
yeah.
My friend was telling me the other day, like, he's like, oh, we had to close or I got a letter from my gym saying it closed. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, we don't realize how many small businesses or even bigger businesses are just, like, I think Moishi's. Like, that was a big restaurant, no?
It was, yeah. They're closing?
I heard they closed.
Oh, really?
I heard maybe I don't want to say
that's like huge in the Jewish community, I know for sure. And like, yeah, if they close. I remember when St. Peter closed, everybody's like freaking out.
They closed?
Like not because of the pandemic, but there's like a really old location that everybody would always went to, and then they had to close to like open up a new place.
Is it the one in Point Claire?
No, it's like uptown. It's like near St. Joseph.
Okay,
like Snowden. I think it was in Snowden.
Okay.
But yeah, when they closed, there's like like people were like crying in front of it and stuff.
Oh my god.
So many memories, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But I mean, there's some businesses that are thriving. Alcohol businesses.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That's the other thing, right? Like, maybe it's good because you're now, when you're thinking of having a business, you're transitioning towards like you're just kind of building a structure now that could withstand a pandemic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
When like, you know, there's like restaurants or like the $2 chow mains in front of music.
Yeah.
Like they're still fine. Like they're already doing it through a window. Or like there's another pasta place, like a gnocchi spot in Little Italy.
Yeah.
Same thing. But like Montreal's super rich in culture.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Do you think you would ever leave the city? Or are you really like passionate about the city and you want to stay here?
I love Montreal. But I heard recently the other day that like Legault was really trying to implement more French. In the within the province, and I speak French. I understand French perfectly, but that's always something that I never felt like at home. Like sometimes people would judge me because I'm primarily Anglophone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's why this whole thing is in English and it's representing Montreal. Like that's the other thing. Like I want to show the English side of Montreal.
But I think like the city is English, and I think we should. Sure, we're a bilingual province, but we should embrace English because all our tourists are English.
Yeah,
like,
that's how they communicate with us. And we're like, a lot of them make an effort to speak French just for like fun and stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
they
we could all switch. Like it's cool to have both. Like I don't want just English. I also want French.
Of course,
yeah.
I think it's cool that I know 2 languages. A lot of people don't, but I like the idea of equality of language. But I don't always feel that that's the case, and it's a French province after all.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually, this might be really embarrassing, but yesterday I was looking at emojis on my phone and I was thinking of Ontario. This might be really stupid, but
I like it. Continue.
Do you know if there's such thing as an Ontario flag?
now I'm gonna look stupid. I feel like there should be because we have a Quebec flag.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking, but I was like, is there an Ontario flag? And then I researched it and there is one.
There is, okay.
But I had no idea because I was like, oh my god.
I don't even know what it looks like.
It looks like a British flag. Like it's red with a little British flag in the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the Ontario flag?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Oh, shit.
In my whole life, I was like, wow. I was like, maybe Quebec just has a flag because...
Why did you think? You were just randomly thinking of it?
Because one of my clients is selling in Ontario now, so I was looking for an Ontario flag emoji, but they only do
but
country flags anyway.
I feel like if I saw an Ontario flag emoji, I still wouldn't know that was Ontario.
Exactly.
Like, what is this?
When I saw it, I was mind blown. You have to Google it after because you're gonna be like, what?
Yeah. That's pretty funny, actually.
And I was like, okay. I thought it was just a Quebec thing at first, and I was like, guess not. But now I wonder if like BC has a flag.
Probably. There's probably a BC flag.
I should know this
like
stuff.
so why wouldn't you want to live in BC if it's like, because like the weather, like for me, Montreal, like the weather is what like annoys me.
Yeah. But BC, the weather might annoy me too because it's often raining. Like it's.
That's what they say, but is that true?
I don't know. I'd have to live there to find out. But I'd love to live in BC. I think that
you're not like digging your car out of the snow.
Oh my god! You know? And just doing up my boots every morning. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you don't realize like how much longer it takes to get to work, or something as simple as that. From you got to clean your car and then
and warm it up. And, and I'm cranky when I'm cold.
Yeah, everybody's cranky. We all have seasonal depression. It's a good thing. But that's why we party hard, right?
Exactly. And I think that that's what we have in Montreal that other provinces don't. We have like epic party scenes. When I try and explain picnic to people, they're like, what? I'm like, no, you don't understand. You go there and your life will change every Sunday. Yeah. Your summer will change every Sunday.
You think your weekend's coming in and you're all sad, but you're like, oh yeah, picnic.
Picnic.
And then just do some day drinking. It actually was, I feel like it was a healthy way to wind down the weekend, you know?
Exactly. And you just chill and it's like you vibe out and everyone there is just happy and it's...
Yeah, and even if there are some like weird people, like everybody has their corner and
yes,
like, everybody always has their
group. Yeah.
You always know where to find your friends. Everybody's in the same spot and there's food trucks.
Yeah, they need more bathrooms though.
Yeah. I feel like that's the thing with every festival. Every festival needs more bathrooms.
And I think that's why we won't have these festivals for a while. Because of the bathrooms. Because...
What? Why?
Because think about how big the lineups are just to go to a washroom at Oshiega, at Picnic, whatever. Mm-hmm. And like that's just germs. Just circling.
Oh, true. I didn't think that.
Like COVID-wise, like I think that's like a huge downfall for
festivals?
Yeah.
But what if they just made festivals without bathrooms?
Then where are people gonna go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, a guy could just pee anywhere, but like, it's true. Have you ever been to Veld in Toronto?
No.
They have like a whole like bathroom section. It's like
really, like a big one. Like
it's huge. Like you could get lost in there. Like it's like on the corner of like one stage, and you go in, and there's just like rows and rows of like porta potties.
Oh my god!
And there's so many people. Like I've never seen a festival with that many people. Like,
but is there lineups to get into the bathrooms?
Kind of. It's like one of those like festival lineups where like people are just waiting in front of a door, and like sometimes someone's like probably dead in there. Like just waiting for that red thing to turn green.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm nervous for what the future has to hold in terms of festivals. I think it's going to be different for...
When do you think it's going to come back?
Everyone has different theories, but I mean, since the pandemic started, I never thought it was going to slow down. And like until there's a vaccine and until everyone gets vaccinated.
Do you think just the vaccine will be enough?
No, because I don't think everyone's going to get it. I know a lot of people in like my circle, they have no interest in getting it.
Mm-hmm. But we're also going to be the last ones to get it.
Yeah, our age group.
So by the time we get it, I feel like the like news is going to be like, oh, like everybody's fine, we're good, and then we'll just probably take it. And it's also a question of how desperate are you to like go back to real life, you know? Yeah,
I think if you want to travel, it's smart, I guess. Like, I caught COVID because I traveled.
Where'd you travel?
I went to Greece, and I mean,
in the beginning, like when did you go?
In August, sorry.
In August, okay.
And
you like, how do you know that's where you caught it?
Because I went to a party one night, and a few days later, one of the people that we met at the party was like, "Hey, just to let you girls know, I tested positive for COVID," and then we tested, my friend and I, and sure enough, we had it. So
you both had it?
Yeah.
I know a girl who like was literally hanging out with her cousins, like for a whole like week, and they were like even sharing like a joint together and stuff. And only one of them tested positive, and the other two are negative. Yeah. So that's also weird.
It is really weird. Yeah. Like, and I think I have immunity now. I'm not a doctor, But I went to Vancouver in September with a bunch of friends, and everyone that I went with got COVID, but I didn't. So I don't know if it's because my immunity was high or because I just... And we were sharing drinks and everything, so I mean... Yeah,
it's also hard to control like that when you're in a... Like when you're hanging out with your friends, like no matter how hard you try, like eventually it's gonna happen. But if you're like, even if you have a strong immune system, now they're saying there's a new strain, and that's the problem. So like I feel like that's just gonna make people like not care anymore and just go out and be like, okay, we can't beat this.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. There's so many theories and ideas of what could happen, what's gonna happen, this, that. Like I heard a woman today tell me that her friend's a nurse. And her friend's the nurse is trying to get pregnant, but she's by law supposed to get the vaccine or whatever, but she doesn't want the vaccine because...
The nurse doesn't want the vaccine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And from my understanding, she's allowed to refuse it because she's trying to get pregnant. But essentially, this vaccine, I guess, alters your DNA, and they're not sure if that can affect, you know, the DNA of a future child.
That's how the vaccine works? It alters your DNA?
That's what I was just told. I don't know. I'd have to research it myself.
Facts.
Talk to a doctor.
Maybe like it's maybe like a Crispr vaccine. Do you know what Crispr is?
No.
It's basically a gene. Like they figured out how to change your DNA with like a vaccine, basically.
No way.
So like long term, like in the future, you can like grow a tail if you want. But obviously people are not going to use it for that. But like it's more to like basically change your genetical system to like fight things.
Nice.
Which could go both ways, right? It would be cool if that's what they're doing. But at that point, are we getting chipped? We're basically...
Yeah.
We're in control. Like, we're not in control anymore.
No, absolutely not. I think there's no way to really fight it unless you're some superhero of the world. There's no way. And I mean, it kind of like triggered me. I was like, what if I want to have kids one day, or like, and I don't get vaccinated, but my baby daddy gets vaccinated, and then there's something that screws up the DNA and my kid's gonna come out with 4 arms. I don't know. I don't know. It's all up in the air.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, but I doubt that would happen, because like why would that be? Yeah, but like at the end
it's
of the day,
a new technology, and we don't really know. Which is scary, but
now there's news
we don't know anything in the world.
Yeah, because there's also like news about aliens coming out now. I feel like maybe I'm just in a different rabbit hole than you. But every time I tell you something, you're so unaware of it. You're like, what do you mean? But you haven't heard
nothing about aliens. I do not watch the news though.
But okay, apparently some guy said in 2017 they came, and then now like recently there's like another sighting that happened that went like viral.
But where? Like locally or like
no, in the States. Okay. Yeah. And then like now all of a sudden people that worked for these like space companies are coming out, and like there's all of a sudden they're saying like, yeah, it's like we're getting visited by aliens. So now I'm thinking, because you know how everybody's like feed is so algorithm based, and like it's so like maybe I'm just getting all this because like it's the shit I'm looking at.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen an alien before. People think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
Actually? Yeah. You just said you don't know.
No, not an alien. Sorry, a spaceship.
Actually, though?
I swear to God. And no one believes me. Nobody believes me.
I would believe you. What was this? What did you see? How did it happen? Were you hiking?
No, I was chilling with a friend. Like, it was like midnight. We were just looking at the stars. This was like 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. And I just saw this orb in the sky. This green, like lime green orb, like in the sky, and it was hovering, and I was like,
it was a
circle? Look at my friend, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then we looked back, and it just went like faster than I could even blink. It was gone.
That's how all the sightings. So you probably did see an alien.
Yeah, and I know people. Every time I tell people, they're like, "Oh yeah, cool," but I'm like, no, I swear, like, I was not intoxicated in any way.
Yeah,
saw what I saw, and like.
I've always wanted to see that, so like I'm always looking at stars because I'm like, I want to see a fucking alien. Yeah. But they say like there's some misreports of like, because now there's drones, so people could see a drone hover and then like fly, but
it was too high in the sky to be.
And it was too fast, probably.
Yeah, it was way too fast.
Yeah.
It was cool though. Like I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared of aliens. I think if they were gonna hurt us, they would have done it by now, or.
Yeah, or they would have caused the COVID and vaccine to all of us.
It's true.
Maybe they're just preparing us so that when they come see us, we're not looking to freak out. We're just being vaccinated, yeah. What did you do in school, actually? What did you study? I remember you were in an association.
Yeah, so I went to Concordia University in John Molson. Biggest waste of my life. I completely regret going to school, but once I was in it, I just kept doing it just so I could. I'd already gone so far. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna finish it and get the stupid piece of paper.
Everybody's story, yeah.
But it was a waste of time and money for me, especially in the field I was in. So I was in marketing, and I graduated in 2017. And I tell you, I learned nothing about social media. I literally learned nothing. And I think that there's no better form of marketing now than digital marketing.
Yeah.
And for me to not have had a class to learn about that was...
You didn't learn SEO, SEM?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing. I mean, maybe they've implemented it since I graduated.
They did, but it's more of like a continuing education program.
Exactly. I heard they're doing for masters though.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because one of my old professors reached out to me and he said, oh, I'm doing a master's, I'm teaching a master's degree in social media, blah, blah. And I was like, this should be like mandatory in a marketing program.
Yeah.
You know, like just learning how to do Facebook ads, Google ads. It's not, people think it's so easy.
Even something as simple as like A/B testing with like how ads work and like people's retention on it. But like all that stuff I learned on my own. Like you
exactly.
said. Yeah.
Same. I learned nothing from school. I learned it just trial and error. And
did that like degree get you an interview at a job? Did it benefit you in any way?
I always knew, this is another reason why I don't know why I went to school, but I always knew I could never work for a company or like work 9 to 5. Yeah. I need to like work for myself when I want, where I want, and how I want, and that's how I thrive. Yeah. And I think a lot of people thrive like that, but they're so conditioned to
or
go to school.
It's comfort, right? Like
they're supposed to do this.
Yeah, if you like live on your own and you have responsibilities and you're comfortable.
Yeah, and you need your 9 to 5 to pay your bills, but
yeah.
I mean,
well, that could also force you to like actually grind too, right? And like make something. Yeah. But I feel the same way. I wasn't really learning anything in marketing, so I switched to urban planning because it's more like real estate and like. Is
it broad? Like, is it?
It's pretty broad, but it's also you have so much access to information of like demographics and like you know like what areas of Montreal are gonna like soon become popular. So like if you want to go into real estate or like it's knowledge that you can't get otherwise, right? Yeah, it's very specific.
So can you tell me where Montreal's gonna boom?
well, like you know the whole train system was happening.
The train system?
Like they're creating the whole ramp. Yeah. So all the condos around there were gonna go up in value, but so the people that are really like in this already know ahead of time, and they just bought all the land and started building condos. So
oh my god.
Yeah, long term. Yeah, there were like Saint Lazare.
Yeah.
Vaudreuil is like pretty big now.
Yeah.
But like
South Shore too. Like, yeah. I think that's where one of the big hubs is.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna skyrocket the prices, and I keep hearing more and more that because of COVID, people are moving off island, whether it's the West Island or South Shore.
Yeah, because working from home and stuff. But at the end of the day, well, like one of my profs said is like people are still gonna want like you still want to have the city centers where people have face-to-face like meetings or 5SF, because that's where all the big deals happen, because you gotta like trust somebody. Yeah. You're not really doing that through Zoom calls anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Weren't you a part of an association though?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Tell me more about that. Did that benefit you?
Yeah, actually it did. Okay. I met a lot of people, and I was the president of the Concordia Animal Rights Association. Okay. So I had a lot of responsibility in terms of budgeting and finance. So I kind of learned how to run and manage people.
How did you get into that? Did you actively look for an association?
I had heard when I first started Concordia that there was like an animal rights group, and I'm super passionate about animal rights and sustainability.
Were you into associations and groups in college and stuff too?
No, zero. Okay. No, it was really just because I love animals and I wanted to do something, and I was volunteering at a chimp sanctuary on the South Shore, so I wanted to do more. No, not because of that, but
what? There's a chimp sanctuary?
Yeah, nobody knows. It's like low key.
Oh shit.
Because they don't really want people knowing about it, because otherwise people just show up and think it's a zoo, but it's really just like a sanctuary where animals can live out the rest of their lives.
Are you physically like are you touching them and stuff? Or?
No, no. They're still they've lived there, some of them for years and years and years, but they're still dangerous.
Where are they coming from? Zoos?
Yeah, zoos all over the place. There was
Okay.
2 that came from Quebec City Zoo.
Okay. So what happens? They just can't handle them anymore, so they give it away?
Or they get sick, or one of them, I think her name's Sue Ellen. I forget.
Swell.
But I think it was
swollen?
her. She was tested on and she had AIDS.
Okay.
So she was useless. So she lives out her life at this sanctuary, unfortunately away from the other chimps because of her.
Yeah, because chimps could be pretty crazy. Like.
Yeah. When they get into their moods, like I would be in their area. I would always like make stuff for them, make food, make activities.
Yeah.
Like, you treat them as if they're complete children, like kindergarten. You make toys for them every day to play with, every single day, because they're just like us. They would literally eat better than I would. They had their chef that would make spaghetti for dinner with apple pie for dessert.
What the hell? You're so spoiled.
Like a whole like chef. They're all vegetarian.
Yeah.
It was so cool though.
Yeah.
It was really cool to be in that.
But but they also have like a pack not a pack mentality, but like if one of them gets food and the other one doesn't,
Yeah.
they like fight each other and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was a guy who would come. He was a donor, like a financial donor, and he would come once in a while to visit the chimps, and they knew him because he would always bring them yop yogurt. And when they
Like
saw
the
him,
tubes?
like the one you drink out of,
Okay. Yeah.
and they would scream, scream like they were so excited, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
the
like
highlight of their life.
yeah, like I wouldn't want that around me.
No.
You accidentally forget to close the gate, and the next thing you know, your like
Yeah.
eyes are getting ripped out of your face.
Yeah, for
like,
sure. Like they're chimps. They're
Yeah.
huge. We had safety protocols though, like where to go, where to hide. blah,
Where to
blah, blah.
hide.
Yeah,
Wow.
how to stay safe if there was ever an escape. There never has been, but
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sounds kind of fun though.
it was cool. It
Yeah.
was definitely an experience, and I just ran out of time. I didn't have enough time to keep doing it. I did it for a year and a half, and hopefully one day I'll.
Oh, so you just go make things every day, basically.
Yeah, I would go once a week,
Okay.
every Friday, and I would just make their activities or like paper chains with food so that they could
Yeah.
keep stimulated.
And when you're in the association, because I had this experience of, because I was in an association, I was the president as well.
Okay.
And I had a realization that like most people in associations, they don't really like know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're really good at like pretending to know what they're doing.
I feel like John Molson's like that.
Yeah, okay.
Literally. Was it John Molson?
Yeah, it was John
Okay.
Molson, specifically John Molson.
Yeah. People fake it till they make it.
Literally, yeah, but which is funny because like they're so like, oh, we're John Molson and you guys are Concordia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when you get to I don't know where that came from.
Me neither.
I
Like
don't
as if you're, I went to John Molson, so
Yeah.
I'm up here and you're in history. or
Yeah,
something.
and like I feel like they're not even allowed to do that because like most people like they're like I said they're just like faking it till they make it.
Yeah, I did it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is too. But it just also gave you a realization though, right? Of like you could just like bullshit your way through it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, okay, fuck John Molson. It's not benefiting me in any way.
Yeah.
And even the connections I make, like who knows if it's gonna benefit me or not, you know?
Yeah.
Did any of the connections you made in school like help you with jobs?
No.
What did you do after you graduated? Did you start applying
I started
for jobs?
my business right away.
Okay, you didn't
Yeah.
apply to jobs or anything?
I was working for Monster Energy, and
Okay.
I had been with them for 8 years already, and then my business just fell into place. I got one client, I had 2 clients, 3 clients, and then before I knew it, I was making money, and I was like, oh, I guess I have to register my business, and I was like, okay, I'm going to continue doing
Don't
this.
you only have to register if you make over 30 grand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So once I got over that, I was like, okay, it's time to register, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I like, and
And it's cool because you're always working on something different, something new.
exactly, and working with different people, like, and I love that, and I feel like once I get like my squad, like my team, like it's consistent, it's cool, and
Do you have a team or do you just kind of freelance?
I kind of freelance
Okay.
other people. There's some people that I really depend on consistently, but I love working with other people all the time and getting to see other people's skills, because I think everyone brings different skills and different assets and that can benefit me, and I can help them and work together.
You're mainly like managing and organizing stuff, or you're also like what exactly does your company do?
So I do like overall digital marketing, whether it's newsletters, helping with website. I'm not a pro at websites, but
But you could always find somebody to
Exactly. Content creation is a big one. A lot of videography, photo shoots, and essentially just content creation for social media.
Are you the one like posting these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find this really hard to like be consistent with posts, and like, because imagine you're handling like 5 Instagram pages.
Yeah, I have about 7 clients, but thankfully there's like different platforms that people can use out there to like schedule everything in.
True.
But the thing with social media is that it changes every week. Every week there's something new with the algorithm, or Instagram just released Reels, and they're really pushing people that do Reels. And you have to really stay up to date with it. People think that all I do is take pictures and post on social media. No. There's so much like actual stuff that goes behind the scenes, and like
I never thought of making GIFs as like a marketing thing, and like when you told me about that, I was like, yo,
you should seriously keep doing that.
I was like I never thought, like I would never think of that, like, oh, create a sticker on the story thing, and then that's gonna help, you know. But that's the thing, Instagram also designs their app so that whenever they create something new, they reward you more if you go on it. So
the more you use the platform.
Exactly. And like you said with Reels, I think they don't want TikTok to be around, so they're just really pushing Reels right now. And
TikTok's actually so construed in my mind.
Construed? Like, in what sense?
Like,
have you tried it?
Yeah, so I don't really care about TikTok that much. I never really got into it. But yesterday, I was with a friend, and we were just scrolling through TikTok, and there was a sound. Like, you know, there's sounds, whatever, and it was just a girl's face with the sound "Roses" by St. John, and it said, "Use this song without hashtags or a caption, nothing. Just use the song, and you'll go viral." I
saw that, but is it true?
So I tested it yesterday. So my friend and I both tested it. We did the same like stupid video on TikTok. It was 6 seconds with the song, no caption, no hashtag. I checked this morning and I had like 3,000 views, which is not a lot, but it's still a lot.
No, it's pretty good for if it's is it your first video that you put
up? I posted a couple, but I mean I had one video that got like 12,000 views. And then a couple, whatever, but this one went up really fast, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't checked since this morning, maybe it went up, but my friend who also posted the exact same thing only got 300.
Okay.
So
yeah, because I saw something like that too, and I just took a random video of my dog and I put it up, and it didn't do that crazy. It was, I think I got like 500.
Yeah, it really depends.
Yeah, it really does depend. And some people like voice it out, like, oh, apparently if you use this, there's like a bunch of those.
I haven't figured out TikTok at all.
Yeah, because there is no way, like it's still early as well, that's why it's attractive, because like it still gives you the platform to reach so many people, like Instagram in the early days. And that's why like some people are just growing like a following there, and then just moving into Instagram.
Definitely. Exactly. It's smart though. I have
a
friend who's doing that. She had like 11,000 followers at the beginning of the pandemic for her business page. She started on TikTok. She got 60,000 followers there, and now she's at 18 on Instagram.
All it takes is one video.
One video.
I know a girl that did LOWKEY MTL.
Yeah.
So she went to.
She did a video on him.
Yeah. So they were just like hanging out, like chilling, and then they pulled up to his like the building that.
Okay, I thought you were saying she hung out with him.
No. Imagine. No, she was hanging out with her friends, and they're just fucking around, and then they go to his apartment, and they're like videotaping her walking in and out of it and stuff. And they're like, oh, this is where LOWKEY MTL killed. And then that went to like million, I think she hit like over 1 million views. And from there she got like, I think 1,000 followers. And then now she's like consistent on it, and it's like, it grows your following.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think TikTok's a smart way to go. I haven't invested my time into it, but it's something I probably should.
Yeah, it's just another thing that you got to spend more time on. That's why it's hard, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm actually supportive of Instagram stealing everything else, because you have one platform to focus on.
Yeah, I like that personally.
Yeah, and I think that's Facebook's plan anyways. They want to become the next WeChat, which is what they have in China, and it's one platform they use for like buying things and Uber, like getting your Uber, everything all under one thing. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. It's smart. I think Facebook has to move in another direction. they're definitely catering to an older crowd, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I never check Facebook. I don't know if you do, maybe for school stuff, but
No, yeah, exactly. So it would be for like groups for school. But also, Facebook Market is really underrated.
Oh, I agree. Actually, I agree with that. Yeah.
Like, I like everything. Like a lot of shit used to run is from Facebook Market.
You can find anything, like especially like stuff from IKEA, for example. You know, you can, like,
and it's like way cheaper.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Another platform that I think is super underrated is Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think, whatever, but I see so many big companies advertising on there, whether it's Grey Goose, Beyond Meat advertises on there a lot. I think there's a lot of advertising opportunities, and
yeah, but Pinterest is like a different style though. It's not. That's the thing. I still don't understand exactly like how you would create a feed or whatever. But it's most like for me, I see it with like maybe the pictures I take.
Yeah,
I could put it up and like tag
uploading
your companies.
Your own content.
Yeah,
sure.
and like exactly uploading your own content. But I know a girl that works for Xand. It's like a jewelry company. And she grew like their following mainly on Pinterest from just putting all these like ring pictures and like during like Valentine's Day or stuff like that. It like really blows up, and she gained like I think she has like 200,000 on Pinterest. Yeah, and like she just has to like move that. You just got to move that following.
Yeah, get them to. It's easy. It's a click of a photo and you're directed to the website.
Yeah, and then you're there exactly.
And I think it makes it people. It's kind of like Instagram shopping now. You know. You
I didn't even look into that, but I feel like I should figure that out too.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. If you have a shop, you add it and.
But as a consumer, when I go to the Instagram shop, I know that like I could find the same thing for cheaper elsewhere. Yeah. So I'm not going to just go buy something through Instagram. It just seems expensive to me.
You're right. It does. I agree completely.
Yeah. So maybe if they have like a discount code or something where it just knocks the price down, maybe, but it's still pretty early. There's
so many ways to find things discounted now.
Is that the only thing you do? Are you still with Monster?
No, so I left Monster.
So now you're only doing like social media?
Yeah, and my bottles.
And your bottles, yeah. Tell me more about that. Where'd you get the idea to do like bottle decorations?
So for the bottle decorations, I went to a friend's birthday years ago, and everyone bought her a bottle of wine.
What is it called again on Instagram?
The BTL Montreal.
Okay.
And we all brought her a bottle of wine, and I was like, this is so boring. Like, I mean, who doesn't love wine? But I was like, this is so like, oh, here, I just stopped at the SAQ on my way here and brought you a bottle of wine.
And you're like, this bottle's so boring?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, how can I like personalize it or customize it in a way that makes someone feel that much more special about getting a bottle of alcohol?
For an occasion or just in general? Just for an occasion,
whether it's a birthday, I do everything for weddings, like different things. And I just started playing around with glitter and studs, and I started customizing like these really pretty bottles. And
yeah, they actually look pretty cool. Yeah, I could see like people bringing that out at in a club setting, you know, with bottle service and stuff.
I was actually in talks with someone that worked at La Voûte right before COVID happened about bringing in some like customized bottles.
Right. Yeah. And doing a shoot or something, or
no, like selling them.
Oh yeah.
Make it like an exclusive thing, and it would have been super cool, but the pandemic happened.
Now you could deliver those bottles in homes, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. If someone has a birthday,
or someone's just having a bad day because it's COVID.
Yeah.
Decorate your bottle. Ça va bien aller. I feel like if you made a ça va bien aller bottle, it would have popped off.
I know, I need to find a colorful bottle too to go with it, and figure out how to do rainbow things.
You could also like recycle bottles, right?
Yeah.
Was that you that was doing that?
So
I saw that somewhere. I don't remember where.
I started collaborating with a company called LOWKEY MTL, and she takes recycled bottles, like Moët, Picot, a lot of champagne bottles, and she cuts them, she turns them into candles.
Oh right, that's what I saw.
And then I started customizing the candles, and
cool.
So that was like it's just started.
Yeah.
But she's running out of bottles, so if anyone has bottles,
just drop it off.
I
have like some bottles here that are almost done.
Yeah, cause she used to get them all from clubs, like Bordel, La Voûte. She'd go and pick them up at the weekend.
True, and then there's no more.
She'd pick up like hundreds of bottles.
Yeah. They would just give it to her?
Yeah.
That's sick.
They would just leave them outside. She'd pick them up, and that's it.
Yeah,
I went into her garage once. There was like 1,000 bottles. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, nobody would think to like, because you could also make really cool lamps out of bottles.
Yeah, you can do a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, like in other provinces, but I feel like in Montreal, people are super creative and.
That's true. If you go, like any house I go to in like Le Plateau, like there's no cups. It's just all like
mason jars, random mixed up.
Yeah, random mason jars or like
one
cans that are just cut open.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. It makes us we're all unique. I think we're not just like when I traveled to Vancouver, I feel like it's very. Everyone's in Lululemons, and everyone does yoga. Everyone eats super vegan and healthy, and but here we're like, woo. Yeah. Crazy, you know. Like, yeah, it's a sick city, and I hope everyone can embrace it, like the way I've gotten to.
Yeah, I agree with that. Did you hear about this bottle called Miel?
No, I never heard of it.
They're from Montreal too.
Amaretto.
Yeah, and it's made with honey. It's really good.
Is it sweet? Like super sweet?
It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
No, I never heard of it. They sell it to SAQ?
Yeah, SAQ has it. It's like if you look at the bottles, they're kind of similar.
Yeah. It's pretty though. I think you have to be creative with your bottles now to really stand out at, especially the SAQ, LCBO, whatever. Everyone's
Royal Mount, especially like their label is like a lot of it, and then their flavor like is good too.
Yeah, they did really well with their label. Yeah, really well. I love the alcohol itself, but it caught my attention right away. I usually always stuck with the same Brockman's
Did they hit you up?
I hit them up actually. Okay. Yeah, it's another company I hit up because I went to SAQ and I was looking for Brockman's gin. They didn't have it, and then they didn't have Pink Whitney I wanted, and so I was like, oh, I'll just try this bottle.
They didn't have Pink Whitney. Is that even good? It looks like Kool-Aid.
I hate vodka, but it tastes like pink lemonade, and I love lemonade.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, it's a bit like on the pricier side, but I'll try it. Like it's more of a premium alcohol, and I loved it right away. And I was like, this is beautiful. And I went to tag them on Instagram, and I was like, how do they not have social media when their bottle is this beautiful? So I hit them up and I was like, yo, let's work together. Like, you have so much potential, and it hasn't even been a year they've been on the shelves.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it'll be a year on Valentine's Day.
They didn't have a page at all?
They had like random photos or whatever, but it was, I think they have a lot of potential. They just started in LCBO in Ontario, so.
Oh, really? Recently?
Yeah, like about a month ago. So they're expanding really quick for their first year.
It's like it's because even if you look online for just Royal Mount in general, it's so hard to find. Right?
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
Yeah,
they blew up faster than they could keep up with as well. Like they're still working on a website right now.
Yeah, there's no website.
There's no website,
but
you know.
It's a part of another distillery, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. So because I remember when I was looking for them, that's all I could find. It was like, and there's one article about the Jackalope story. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a cute story. And
what's your plans for after the pandemic, whenever it finishes? Like, are you like ready to go? Are you excited?
I mean, I don't know if the pandemic's gonna end, but.
So are you preparing for a year with pandemic still there? Or are you just hoping for it to be over and kind of like waiting?
Like in reality, I think we're just gonna adjust and have to make for a new normal when we adjust back to living the way we used to live. And I think it's gonna be really hard for people. Like I think like seeing friends not over, or coworkers not over a computer anymore. I think people already have such a hard time.
People could have lost some friendships too.
Definitely.
From just like not talking to them anymore.
Yeah. Like I had a lot of friends I would see consistently at picnic, you know, and I don't talk to them necessarily anymore. And seeing them next year or 2 years, it's going to be different for sure. And
all of a sudden they have a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. But no, I definitely want to travel. Right before the pandemic really hit in Canada and we went in lockdown in March, I had a ticket to Costa Rica April 2nd. I booked it and then the pandemic hit and I lost everything. I lost my flight, I lost everything. So
you didn't get refunded?
Well, we still have credit.
Oh yeah, that's what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
But I don't think I'll be traveling to Costa Rica anytime soon.
No, yeah.
So
I mean, you could. You get paid.
I don't know where that stems from.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? You want to leave?
Montreal?
Travel?
Oh, I for sure want to travel. We're planning to go to Berlin, me and a few friends.
Oh my god, that's sick.
We gotta, like, because there's a bunch of, like, crazy venues I've seen that have, like, there's some that are, like, museum by day and then, like, rave by night.
No way.
Yeah. And
I've always wanted to go to Germany. That's sick.
Yeah, like, so whenever everything's back to normal, like, we're gonna plan a trip to Berlin. And my friend knows how to speak Dutch, and I have an uncle, and my uncle lives there too, so, like, we have a place
in Germany?
Yeah, in Berlin.
No way.
So it's cool because, like, he could communicate, we have places to stay, but also there's so many, like, cool Airbnbs you could get, and, like, there's so many things to see. I saw literally, like, a party that was happening in a scrapyard for cars.
Okay.
And it was so cool. It was an actual scrapyard. I did some research on it, and the guy literally just went to the scrapyard guy, and they're like, "Oh, we want to throw, like, a party here," and they just set up, like, the stage and everything, and there's just cars all around. And you're just dancing in there.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And I feel like people in, like, all the German people I know, they're very respectful and they're just chill people.
Yeah.
Like, so carefree, like.
Yeah, they're very like, hippie.
Yeah, very hippie. Like, girls forget wearing makeup or doing their hair, God forbid. And like,
that's true.
They're just whatever. Like,
we had when I went to Europe, we traveled, like, on we just bought a van and we, like, drove through, like.
No way.
Yeah, we drove through Europe. And when we got to Berlin, I remember we had, like, Bob Marley playing, and then there's just, like, all these bikers that just pulled up beside us, and, like, they're just, like, bobbing their head, just dancing, they're just vibing and, like, smiling at us. Yeah, it was fucking sick. But if I were to go again, I want to do those kind of, like, I want to just see all those venues and like, see what they do. And music is kind of like a religion for them. They're like you can't, like, some clubs you can't, like, use your phone, you can't do anything. Like, you can't take pictures in there because.
I like that.
Yeah. They don't want you to they want you to come and just dance.
And, like, live. I went to a concert, I think it was Kygo. And they put something on our phones or something.
Like a bag, maybe?
Yeah, that we couldn't touch it. Yeah. And at first I was like, my phone.
Yeah.
At the end of it, when we left and we could take it off, I was like, this is sick. Like, I experienced the show.
Yeah, exactly. And it's way better like that. You remember it.
Exactly.
Like, and you're not remembering it through, like, the videos you took on your phone.
Yeah.
You're remembering it from your brain, you know. Planting the seeds in all your friends. I'm like, yes, Berlin, right? Like, if you go travel somewhere, it's Berlin.
I think Germany's being pretty safe in terms of COVID-related matters too. Like, they're really being strict. I was told a couple days ago, I don't even know if this is true, that in Russia they released, like, 50 lions or something. I don't know if it's true. It's probably a rumor.
Okay.
And that the Russian government said, like, if COVID's not going to kill you, a lion will, so stay home. So apparently everyone's staying home because there's lions running.
What's their game plan to get these lions back?
Mine will.
It sounds like a Russian thing to do, though.
I mean,
but there's also, I could see, like, Russian teenagers being like, I could fight lions. Just give me the vodka, I'll figure it out.
Oh my god, I don't know if it's true, but I have yet to look it up. But that would be pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Hopefully Logo doesn't release any lions on us.
No, Logo is just confused. Like,
I think so.
He doesn't know what to do.
No.
But
no one does.
Exactly. That's why, like, it's easy to get mad at them because they're making decisions, but, like, at the end of the day, they don't know what they're doing.
I think he's being fed information too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you were in that position, would you be able to make a decision like that?
No. And no matter what decision you make, you're never going to make everyone happy.
No, exactly. But what I don't understand is because we are allowed to leave and travel, which is not a bad thing, but that on its own, just that simple thing of, like, being able to leave and come back can really fuck us up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But
it really, I mean, it gave me COVID, so.
Yeah, but now you're immune, so.
I think so. But it's been about 6 months.
But did you see Australia?
No. Yeah, they're partying like crazy.
Yeah, how's that?
I don't know. I saw that on Instagram on New Year's Eve. I'm like, what? Is this real? Is this last year? Like, I don't understand. But
no, apparently it's super normal in Australia. Like, it's, like, back to normal. Like, everybody's just walking around.
Did they have, like, a crazy strict lockdown?
I don't know. I didn't. That's probably what happened, or maybe just everybody just got it and then they're all immune.
And now they're immune.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's it. They probably just locked it down. But they're also super, like, segregated from everybody. So maybe that.
Yeah. Sometimes I think we just need herd immunity.
Yeah.
But
the problem is, if you have a grandparent or somebody you're visiting.
Yeah.
It complicates things, right?
Yeah.
So, like you said, there's no actual right answer yet. Hopefully vaccines.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't even know if I'm gonna get the vaccine. Are you?
I don't know, honestly. But if it's a matter of like, say you don't have to get the vaccine, but if you want to travel, you have to get the vaccine.
Yeah,
then I would probably get the vaccine. And if I see enough people not dead from the vaccine,
exactly. I'm already just a person that I don't even like taking medication. Like I feel like
same.
I can cure myself if I need to.
I don't even take like Tylenol if I have a headache. I just chug water.
So I don't want to take the vaccine, but after all of this, like I think it's definitely taught me that I need to just live more and chill more. And I never thought going out would have been taken away from me, and it's something that I took advantage of, and I would always say like, oh, I'll travel next year, I'll do this next year, and I can't do that anymore.
No,
like,
you gotta do it ASAP.
You have to live right now. Like we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. That's something that this whole pandemic has taught me. Is just live today, because it can literally change in the blink of an eye.
That's true. And the year felt like the longest year ever too.
Yeah.
Like the last time the summer felt that long was probably like when I was in high school.
Right?
You know what I mean?
It was so like neutral, weird, like bars were open for one weekend. Yeah. And I wish I'd gone.
I saw like when terraces were allowed to be open.
Yeah.
Like I would see you would walk, and then like everybody like outside is literally shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. And like it was very COVID. Yeah. Terrace Montreal was literally just paying the fine. They didn't care. They're making way more money, so they're just paying the fine every day. Yeah. And they have to shut it down.
Yeah, I went to Terrace a couple times. Riverside, Marché Clusier.
Riverside. I heard Riverside was like super COVID.
Really?
Yeah, I heard like the bouncer just didn't give a fuck if you had your mask on or not. He would just let you in and out.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I was there every weekend and I never caught COVID. So.
Okay. My friend, like in the beginning, he went to Riverside once and he was like freaking out. He was like, fuck, like I think I got it.
No way.
Yeah. It was also in the early stages when like nobody knew what COVID was yet.
Yeah.
And he was freaking out. He's like, I think I caught it because like nobody was wearing a mask inside. Everybody was just walking around.
Yeah, just like free range. But everything
free
was still...
humans.
Yeah. Everything was new. So I mean... But... I'm trying not to be afraid of it.
Okay.
I respect people that are, but I'm trying to live, because live for today, live in the moment.
You could only, I know some people that like, I just see a whole new side of them all of a sudden, like they're just so paranoid.
My parents.
Like, yeah. Okay. I'm lucky my parents, like they are scared, but like they're kind of like open about it. But yeah, it's usually the older people that are like kind of freaking out. But I know friends my age that they like post on Instagram like, oh, like you guys are part of the problem, don't leave your house, stay home. It's like, okay.
Everyone has to live their own life. Like,
do their own searching.
Yeah, you can judge other people for doing stuff, but you're not perfect, and like.
Exactly, like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 2025, what's Lara gonna be doing?
Oh no! Oh my God, so much pressure.
You don't like. Do you have like goals set aside that far in general? I feel like you seem like the person that would do that.
Not at all. I'm definitely not that person. The biggest like downfall is I can never make decisions, and like I said just a few minutes ago, if anything COVID taught me is that I don't know what to predict in the future. I don't want to even try stressing about this or that. Do I have kids? Do I not have kids? Do I keep this business? Do I leave Montreal? Like I'm really just trying to live day by day, and
in that sense what you're saying makes sense, because like no one's gonna see a pandemic come out of you know, like I could be like I prepare 5 years ahead of time, but like I don't know what pandemic's gonna happen.
Exactly. I love meeting new people. That's something I love to do. So the more people I meet,
you're just looking at it with like an open. Okay.
Yeah, I really can't predict my future. Some people are like, I'm gonna have kids, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have a house, and then like so specific, but I think
that's bad too, because you're like, you have high expectations, and then if you're not,
pressure on yourself.
Yeah, and if you're not like achieving these expectations, you're just gonna not automatically be sad, right? Like,
I mean, it's good to have goals. I think people should have goals.
Yeah, definitely good to have goals, but yeah, like that's what I meant. Like, do you have any like things that you wish to get to? Like, it doesn't have to happen. Like,
I definitely want to be a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Like I want to have, even by the end of 2021, I'd like to have at least 5 businesses under my belt. I'm working on a couple right now.
Okay. You want to tell us about it?
No.
Okay. Do you have a fear of like if you voice something, it doesn't happen, or like when you talk about it, you get satisfied and like. You know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, I do know exactly what you're talking about. No, I don't have a fear. I don't think anyone's going to steal my idea. I don't think it's going to not happen if I talk about it, but more that someone might put an evil eye on
what you're doing?
Yeah. Okay. And I feel like if I share what I'm doing too much, people have an opinion, and
that opinion
discourages me, or you know. So.
Do you want to say like what theme?
Oh my God! Everything.
Are these all like in different fields, or are they all related?
Yeah, complete different fields. Okay. Like, so I've got my marketing thing, I've got my bottle thing, I'm doing something involving alcohol and and food, and then something involving fashion and
alcohol and food
combined. Yeah. Okay. So, I want to be a serial entrepreneur and have a bunch of businesses and.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, and like it's also like all things that you're interested in.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not things that you're just doing for no reason.
Yeah, I'm such an all over the place person that it's good for me to be working on different things all the time.
Yeah,
it keeps me stimulated. I get so bored easily, and I don't like that.
Exactly. That's why I do things that I want to work on because I'm actually genuinely interested in it and like having fun.
Yeah, that's what I learned from Concordia is how to deal with people that don't want to work.
Yeah. I have like a year left and you're making me want to just drop out so bad. Everybody I talk to, but that's the thing, right? You're like, oh, I've came so far, like let me just finish it. But then I could also not finish it and use that year to like move forward on something else,
I went to school part-time though. Like I went
the whole time?
Yeah, for 6 years.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I was working on the side and making money. I kind of had no choice, but I took it at my own pace, and if you're in no rush to get paper and get this job at this company,
no,
there's nothing wrong with doing 2 classes a semester, 1 class a semester.
Well, like you, I don't want to work for somebody. Like I want to have my own thing for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people are going more towards that, right?
A lot of people. I had to move out because I'm not from Montreal, so I had to move out at 16. But
where are you from?
Eastern Townships.
Oh.
Where all the cows are.
When did you move here?
When I was 16.
Okay.
Because there was no universities, there's no colleges where I lived,
okay.
I had no choice, and that really held me back financially. So people that still live at home, I'm like, save your money. Buying a house is probably impossible, like for most people nowadays.
Yeah, apparently we're the renting generation.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I don't know if I'm ever going to afford a normal, nice house or something that like... No,
you just got to be a serial entrepreneur and then...
you got to keep going.
Yeah, you got to be a real estate entrepreneur and then you're chilling.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming for episode 3. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but you trusted me and you came. I really appreciate that.
I like helping people out.
Yeah, no, that's also Montreal. Like, everybody wants to help each other out. Exactly.
Especially lately, I feel like everyone's like, oh, supporting local.
Yeah.
I love that. I think we're becoming a community together more than ever.